That's gonna be fucking annoying, honestly. Actually wanted to record something for once. And you have all the bloody fucking time. Ah, so much for that plan. But alas, means we can get to streaming. And that is not a bad deal either, I would say. And as I had so nicely proclaimed, I shall do a bit more in the for diversity when it comes to games, that is, by randomly playing games. Well, technically speaking, I wanted to play more Assassin's Creed 2, but the fucking game had once again reset the controls, and I was like, no, I'm not going to bother trying to set this up again. Not right now. Screw you. I'll just play something different. Well, lo and behold, we'll be playing some Crusader Kings 3 today. I'm pretty sure I had a tab open with some random back music because, well, otherwise you're just gonna have me talking. I get a bit boring after a while, doesn't it? Without much further ado, let us actually see if I was smart enough to prepare some music. I was. Something noise, relaxing, the background. And then I'm just going to play as the Count Michael of Aachen, which I made out to be a rather nice, good Catholic, mind you. He has all of the virtues you could ever want. Because, you know, I never really play with more religious personage, so I was kind of like, you know what, as far as plans go, not the worst plan I have ever had. Let's click start button and play our little 16-year-old and see where that will lead us to. I'm not married, you don't say. Because we're gonna start with the obvious choice of going down a lifestyle that is actually very much in our interest. And since we're kinda a good Christian already, let's get that party rolling, shall we? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have an heir, as I don't have a wife that could produce one. I'm just going to demonstrate my unbelievable submission. Aptitude poor. That's great. It's always lovely when you start a new game and all you people you have are basically just shit. Can you buy a wife? I don't need to buy a wife. I am of noble blood. I can take a wife. Literally. Also, of course, you know, as you would have probably figured, there might be some honeymoon around. Just a little bit. I mean, come on. I can't help it. Oh, right. The County of Aachen is actually the nice position where you can actually, technically speaking, create the duchy relatively quickly. It is indeed for a good cause. We need to take this most virtuous man and make sure that he can arrive at the next generation, so that every more people can look at us and go like, oh, he's a good Christian, isn't he? What do we have? Some bowmen and some armed footmen. I mean, okay. Actually, let's look like this, and you go to Maastricht. Then we need to find a wife. Now, I guess this is as good a time as any to start some good old-fashioned eugenics programs and see if we can find someone who has pleasant traits that would be inheritable. That is fertile, that is not much more different than 5 years. And we'll see. We got an Amazonian. That's already a good start. Yeah, huge health boost. Yeah, that is something I would like to introduce to my family line for obvious reasons. And I think that is pretty much everything we need to set up before we can start and let the times roll. Oh, is there anything else? Oh, right, there's no that. Oh, yeah, that's something we're gonna do soonish. Yep. This is going to be fucking annoying. Honestly, I woke up today, everything was nice and dandy. I went out, I came back, and bam, I've got this shit now to deal with. Which is honestly rather annoying, because I was about to actually make a nice little trailer for the channel, and I was all like, yay, let's record some lines and have some fun with that. And then it was like, yeah, no, probably not today. Oh, then, you see our wife here? This one, she, you know, she's something, but most definitively not attractive. I can tell you that much. We will change that, we will improve her, and we will do it quite quickly. I have no worries about 3D. Turn everyone into anime. Screw you, game. I will have to wait until this happens, and oh, that's better. Little Sakura. Yeah, that's your name. You're from fucking Fate. I should know. Also allows me the nice little opportunity to do some guesswork, like, huh? And who might you be, and where do you come from? Look, this is a lot more pleasant, isn't it? Than the more homely variant we had before. Alright, let's try this whole pay homage stream again, because for some reason I can't actually hire a fucking caravan thing and start my little travel journey while also going for a good old-fashioned wife hunt. For some mysterious reason. I really like that you randomly got louder. Music. Phone treat. Yeah, hard as half on the new home. That's going to be fucking annoying me because, well, yeah, that was my court physician. My court physician randomly found a woman he loved and went like, you know, I would rather like to stay here. It took a while to load in. Take the knee. Hail to the king! And we will totally not usurp your position. Lowly Delexi. Never. I am of noble birth. I'm not gonna eat some fucking street food nonsense. Never. The language barrier. Let me try. Well, I am a pretty smart person, so probably I can sort of... No, I got lost. All that happens when you travel through areas that should technically speaking have the same language, but... well, dialect. I can tell you that can be quite the barrier indeed. So now we shall wait until our wife actually produces, hopefully in air. Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that. I'm not gonna create an airplane, that's just annoying. I don't have the necessary money to do this. If I had to take an educated guess, yes. So the only thing we are really missing is the County of Cliffs. Let's see, you have County of Cliffs, the County of 600. Doable potentially, because I actually could ask the head of face for money. Because one of the advantages of being a good Christian is the Pope might be more than willing to give you some monies for your travels. One of the very few advantages. But we're not gonna do this immediately. It seems a bit cheap, you know, to start off and just do that. Instead, I will I hadn't had an opportunity to really eat something yet. I'm gonna eat a slice of apple. Quite juicy. I like it. These bloody fucking people will drive me insane at some point. I can already foresee that. Such a lovely thing. No forewarning, no nothing. You just walk out of your home one day, come back, then you get really kind of saddening. Especially because before I went out, I actually finally did some good work on that refining of the intro and outro for the YouTube side of things. I was just about to start the last part of that particular endeavor. It's actually kind of fun to get back into editing, although to be fair it is a lot of go frame forward, go frame backward, now I don't like it, now I need to do it better. Bit annoying, yes, but you know, could be worse. Oh right, I forgot. What was I? I'm chased, aren't I? Yeah. I'm just gonna make that whole child of getting affair a bit more difficult. Oh well. But I'm pretty sure... why is it? Yeah, I can visit the university. Costs an arm and a leg, mind you. And it costs even more. I could barely afford standard level A. Not really, because that's the actual journey cost. But that is not yet accounting for the fact that I would definitely need experienced captains to avoid any dangers to my person, as I not yet have an heir. True. Let's remember true and come back later and do this. Because that actually potentially allows us to get this to 5 stars. Potentially. We can also fail at it, rather horribly. Believe you me, seen it happening a few times. Yeah, I guess for the moment our objective is to wait. I hate these people. I know I'm not necessarily a people hater by nature, but just sometimes you find yourself in a situation where it's like, a bit of genocide would probably be an option. Well, would be. Then again, the involved cost and work required to do so seems to be a bit over what I can manage at the moment. I'm not gonna plan a fucking grand tournament. I can't afford a fucking visit to the university, then I most definitely can't afford a fucking grand tournament. I don't think we need to do a grand tour, because the only reason for that would be to visit my vassals and go like, hey, you okay? You liking me? Okay, do my people like me? They do. That's okay, I'd say. Do we wanna... I mean, as soon as I have the duchy, I should get the claim anyway, because that is the real part of my duchy. So basically waiting for that is probably more prudent. For the moment, I think I will actually wait with the creation, not only until I have the money for it, but until I have the a bit more H, my name basically. I'll show the idea at least goes. Let's see here. Titles can be revoked, others can be retracted. Yeah, I would like to do that. Not gonna make me popular, but so what? Pregnancy? Yes. Do bear my child, please. I would really like one. Right about now. Let's see, what do you have built? Yanda's Lodge. Yes, Champions. And another little bot pops up and gets deleted immediately for his transgressions against humanity. How about you? You've got some crop fields. That's good. Hospice. Specialized place to respite for sick and weary when they may come under the care of dedicated holy people. That's cute and all, but don't think I've ever had a situation. Well, actually, there has been an update or two in my absence isn't there. So maybe there would actually be a good reason to build a fucking hospital, but... at least for the moment, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. Well then, first I would like to be whole of body. Shit, oh god, how long will they continue? I must have started pretty early. I mean, I left the house at like... when was it? Like 7. I went there then. I was back at like 11 and they started then, so... You know what they work now? I have no fucking idea, honestly. Just know that ever since I have been back home, they have been continuously, yeah, doing that. Also hammering shit. I have no idea why. However, it is somewhat driving me insane. Just slightly. Oh, I've got a beard now. My son and heir. Tepes. Am I a direct descendant of the fucking fake man? Yeah. You know what, since you're here, this shall be little Terry. May you grow to be strong and wise, little son. Oh, greetings, little strategy. Welcome to, we shall wait and see how long it takes me to grab the next best sharp object and go over to the neighbors. Indeed. Not interested, I'm not gonna waste money. Now I would like to train you myself, little Terry. I will make you a good Christian. Believe you me, might take some time. We'll get there. Yes. Since Assassin's Creed once again reset all of my fucking settings, I decided to just go and play some Crusader Kings for the moment. I'm probably gonna play for well, 1, 2, 3 hours and see how much insanity this noise pollution brings me, and see from there basically for today. Really annoying though. Actually looking forward to doing some more editing work. And recording some lines for the channel intro. Which, as you can imagine, is surprisingly difficult when you got a sort of noise in the background. Well, it is pregnant again. That's a good start. I mean, to be fair, there are some lazy tricks to that. I'm added to Duke Cheapest of... Okay, give me a second. That's a giant country I'm allied to. How the fuck did I manage to get allied to them? I didn't do this. Is there against count? Okay, I'll accept it, but I don't really think I'm going to be very useful to you. Let's see here. Yeah. I have like 600 troops. There's no 5 allies. Yeah, that's a lost war. That's indeed a lost war right then and there. I am not even going to send troops down there. He's just gonna lose on his own. Ha! Even better. He just fucking died, didn't he? Oh, his... No, apparently the other side died. Much to greatness. Means that we don't have to get involved in that. Excuse me for so blatantly eating. Hadn't had any chance to have any lunch yet, so I decided, you know, at least eat some maple slices or something. But here, you know, we are in the good old year 8070 AD. Means the next big event is going to be the Wrath of the Northmen. Do we now have enough money to go to university? And I want to get it out of the way. Well, I don't know about the 7080s, because we are so far away from there that's not even funny. But 870 is most definitely land where, well, you know, a lot of things haven't even existed yet. Including England. Look, we don't even have England yet. It's just a bloody fucking mix. No, I'm not gonna duel you. I'm just going to run you over because you're an idiot for standing fucking in the middle of the road going like, you will not pass. But all of my entourage sits on the horse and goes like, are you certain? Yay! Look at our little guy here, being all studying and shit. Need to get started. Restraints. That one is actually kind of useful because, honestly, actually on most characters, restraint is pretty damn useful because it allows you to embrace celibacy and abandon it. Meaning we have a lot more control over the amount of children you have. Which, considering that, you know, we have a system where our children inherit pretty equally, at least a man. Let's convince him. Yeah, now we're already starting with this nonsense. And since you're my second son, and Terry was your first for once, I'm gonna call you... Oops. Good strategy. You shall be my second son. You shall also be trained by me to become a better Christian. Yes. Now then, we'll see how that plays out. But I have to get rid of either one of you. Just for, you know, inheritance reasons. Me a little apple pies. Have you know, son, since your father is one of the best living Christians ever, having all of the virtues, I will make you into a good one, believe you me. The Catholic doctrine at Canterbury have confronted me with so many new questions, not all of which seem to have clear-cut answers. We even seem to have contradictory explanations. There must be meaning in here. It all makes sense now. See? Good to be a learned person sometimes. I will learn again. You are known for your dedication to your faith. Well, thank you. See, that is also why I named the stream as I did, because I'm expecting a very, very, very nice little faithful civilization improving house to fall from grace relatively quickly. I don't have fucking that much. Well, okay. Doing something for the poor. That sounds like something a Christian would do. I do have the option to ask the head of faith for some money if we really need it. I see, you are a man of culture as well. Well, I can do something for you then. I do enjoy that. I specifically created this just for the simple reason of people having lots of points and going like, whatever can I do with them? Okay. Enough amusement for one moment. And then, of course, you know, as I always am, I then sit down and go like, how can I make this the most complicated for myself? Oh, right, I create a whole new scene for that I can then change to. Study, you bitch. Study some more. Don't get distracted by drinking and fun and parties. Yes. Well done indeed. Well, my wife is taking power from me. Oh, look at that. The strategy has graciously given us a whole 3 euros. Abandon Christ, take on a new religion. It's not bribing. See this as lobbying. Fucking fine. I'll see it as lobbying indeed. Abandoning Christianity is going to be difficult, but I shall work on that tirelessly, and of course, thank you very much. A little strategy. At least you weren't startly enough to declare yourself my one and only heir, so I guess at least that's still open for debate. Slightly more. Here's the scribble notes. That would stress me out. You destroy with facts and logic. 1%. I just kill him. Okay. Yeah, but what life without a bit of chance? Let's I'm ushered out of the auditorium. Okay, I tried. I tried hard. It did work. Actually, where is button for? There's button for Catholicism. Okay, so no matter what I do, I gain 40 stress. That's not nice, game. Yeah, let's focus on learning. Yeah, join me. Over now themselves, so the game gives me a nice early warning if I should decide to randomly die of something. Learn the most basic of bitch things. You learn to wash your bloody fucking hands like a normal person would. And then let's see. Other updates. How does it look? Nah, that's not good chances. I don't have money for anything. Let's see, the next best contender is Orthodoxy. Coptic is also around. Pretty faithful. I mean, we could try to create a new Christian faith if we collect enough enough piety. It is pretty damn costly to do that, but not impossible. Probably be the reasonable. I mean, I could also wait until more little undergroups pop up. I don't think we can reasonably abandon the overarching theme of Christianity. However, we can recreate it into a way that is far more pleasant to us. I guess that's something to save up for. We shall do that. It's gonna take a while, but I can imprison my wetness. Okay, what the fuck have you done? You are a fornicator. Why? Why is it that always I end up with sluts? Well, I do need my wetness, otherwise little strategy little Terry might not have a nice bringing. Can't have that now, can we? Need to at least make sure that you are all well and cared for. Cool. I can help him become a better doctor. I mean, with 16 earning, he's not a bad doctor. An outstanding doctor, mind you, but okay. Disease resistance, some more fertility. Actually, for the moment, I should probably embrace... Okay, that's a decision now, isn't it? Embrace celibacy. Because otherwise I might end up with a third son. And whatever are we going to do then? Even right now, if we were to die, we would lose some lands. And again, we can easily circumvent the actual loss by becoming a duke, which is an option. So the planning should for the moment be A, build up my domain so we can actually get some more money income, and B, after we're done with that, we will we just look where we go from there. Probably. Because of course, now that I have stopped, you know, trying to record shit, now for the moment I've quieted down. In your opinion, more piety. Yeah, that is something we should definitely use. Because we will need an assholish amount of piety to make strategies lobbying as successful as lobbying should always be. That is what reality has taught me, after all. Will be 100 more. And I'm not really too worried about getting my hands on the country of cliffs, honestly. Mostly because the Duke will have the authority for that anyway. But it shouldn't really be a problem. How much would you give me? 100. I will keep that option for later. I mean, there's really no reason not to do it. All you're gonna lose is some opinion from the head of face, and the head of face should be very, very pleased with me at the moment. Yeah, that's 71. Just remind me, we actually have one of Christianity's holy sites right next to us. Just like other children his age, my son and heir Terry sometimes lies and tests boundaries, but he often avoids suspicion with his sweet demeanor. He will always forgive him when he does get caught. Ah, sweet smiles and little lies. Well, Terry has developed the trait charming. Also his hail, which is probably good. He gets a health boost. It's charming. Take a look at strategy. Strategy has yet to shown much in the way of potential. We'll see how that turns out. Now we are making sure little money to make. Most of the activities reasonable at this point. Guess we'll have to sit tight for a bit. That's probably what's gonna come out on RC in Croatia. Monday is May. Twisted mockery of our fate is this. It's disgusting. Won't stand for this nonsense. Not at all. Also, to be fair, Once I'm finished here, I'll probably look up how the fuck do I save my settings in the fucking Assassin's Creed game so it doesn't fucking reset every time. Because I don't want to every goddamn single time I start up the game reset all the buttons. Wouldn't even be as annoying. Yes, but you do know that it's not as easy as you make it out to be. I can't just push a button and go like, well, I'm not Christian any longer. But either have to create my own faith, you know, my own Christian faith, which I can if I save enough points, enough piety points. Or alternatively, I have to wait until something springs up around me so that I can actually get somebody within the fate to me. So these are basically the options to the strategy. We can either recreate Christianity in a new and far more pleasant way, or we'll wait until we find somebody at our court who is most definitely not Christian. Islamic faith. Let's see here. Oh, little Terry's first steps. Giant step for child, small step for ruler. And Terry's first teething. My god, Terry, you really grow up fucking fast. And keep your teeth. It's a good luck charm. Religion. Not Christianity. Boom. There's no character available. Now these are all gonna be outside of my too far away to interact with. See, that's the problem. Basically, at this point, nobody who has anything like the northern religions or Islam even close to me. Of course, next big event is gonna be the Wrath of the Norsemen anyway. And as soon as the Norsemen start settling around us, we might have a good chance. The next best pagans, for example, would be around here. I'll have to wait a bit, but I'll keep in mind that we are to abandon our faith for a new one, a better one. Alternatively, we can still just make our own little thing. That's also an option. I mean, it would technically still be in a group of Christianity. To be fair, we can most definitely make it more pleasant. I do wonder actually, can I create a... Yeah, actually, carefree. Could I actually make a... Yeah, I can make a female-dominated fucking Christianity. Interesting. Well, you could really do some fucking around here, to be fair. With mandatory fucking running around, although the cost is actually the cost is exploding. Same-sex relations. So basically I could create a Christianity that is female-led, is absolutely in favor of same-sex relations, and virtues the deadly sins. Also allows murder of next of kin, adultery. Yeah, we could create something pretty fucking horrible if we wanted to. See, that's also an option. Keep it in mind, little strategy. And then once we actually have the opportunity to do something with anyone, we'll make the final call then. God, I'm gonna write a letter to the fucking Pope, eh? I'll write about your only superior. God. Plus, because it's the only thing I can press that doesn't give me immediate amounts of stress. For no good reason. Start building some walls and towers. It's always good to have walls and towers. Nobody would ever deny that that is a good thing to have. Oh boy. Will take forever until we actually would have the necessary monies to do that. And the problem, your territory is only gonna produce also little in the way of actual money for quite a while, so the only reasonable way you can actually grow relatively quickly is by capturing new areas. Okay, that costs a bit of money. We do kind of need to build up our army a little bit, because sooner or later we actually do need to take care of the country of Cleve. It's a real part of our territory. We're not just going to let some random asshole have that. In fact, I would rather like to have that myself, for some mystifistical reason. I knew he would like it. It's kinda easy to tell. If he's compassionate here already, then if I write him a letter going like, your compassion is really great, he's gonna be like, yep, I know, thank you very much. See, I'm a nice guy. I'm like, okay, I could get a few single gold coins from my peasantry, or I just reinvest that money into them and go like, yeah, make things even better than they are now. Everybody's gonna love me for that. I think this guy will actually be probably one of my most beloved leaders ever. I have a tendency to make myself rather unpopular relatively quickly usually. Because I usually just unpressed claim on Prince Bishopric of Leash. Where's Leash again? Yeah, right next to me. I was describing how ancient monastics used trances and visions of ecstasy to commune with heaven. Rock strategy. It's a chance to ruin our life forever by indulging. Oh, I wonder what would happen if I imitated their practices. I wonder indeed. It does have more troops than me. Left in the room, strange powders on a burning fire provided overpowering heat, smoke and smells, as I tried to feel the things that lie beyond the world of senses. And now how much time has passed before strange, indecipherable visions of light and pulsing sound came to me. My imagination or glimpse of the divine. Is there even any way to tell? Well, I'm just going to try again, I suppose. As I experiment more and more, I get a clearer and clearer grasp on things. As if I can now summon the presence I feel, and I start my little ritual. I offer stability and comfort as the chaos of the worlds around me. In the charade wise man. This unconventional but practical approach to religion. Well, that's probably going to help me. I am now a wise man, apparently. Because I played around with some fucking herbs and put fire to them. I shall hold a little commune with God. Actually, it gave me divine guidance. That's pretty neat, actually. Strategy's first words. His first his first word strategy ever has said in his life is God. Looks like strategy is already a devotee. Ah, how delightful. How delightful indeed. I always thought strategy was such a religious one from his birth on, but, well. Guess you have to start early. Harry's first enrobing. Apparently you choose to wear my clothing, little Jerry. So he's a. Do you want to be called the Prince of Fashion for the next, I don't know, 40, 50 years, however old you get? I can arrange for that. Well, we've forever known as the Prince of Fashion. Alternatively, we can just put this aside. Leave the choice up to you, little Jerry. Look. Well, I wanna be the Prince of Fashion, and you shall be the Prince of Fashion. Terry, the Prince of Fashion von Berg. This shall be your name forever forth. Terry von Berg has been ridiculed for his fashion choices. Could I? Yeah, I could potentially upgrade those. If I had the bloody money for it. Actually, now that I think about it, since we are going to abandon our face one way or another anyway, I'm just going to swoop in and get some money from the Pope. That we can build up our lands a bit more and hopefully generate a bit more money. That's a typical idea of, you invest a bit of money now and you get returns in a few years once it starts building up. Spotted fever. That's not good. Directly in our neighborhood. Shadow over Maastricht. Walks through the control master seems pleasant enough at first. Close inspection reveals something deeply unpleasant. Blake had arrived in his unassuming hamlet. Infected are covered from head to toe in rashes that are hot to the touch. While I must remain low, more and more of the population are beginning to demonstrate these symptoms, only a matter of time until it spreads further. Already people are calling this affliction spotted fever. But this may never reach the capital. Providing aid, where needed, could prove critical in keeping it at bay. Okay, so I can invest 40. Okay, has happened. So no matter what I do, I fucking lose. Oh, that's not money, is it? It's another resource. Early prevention. Doesn't appear to be too severe, and it's only professional that we take a light approach. Desperate measures are required. Immediately starts cutting things off, and no, a soft approach sounds good. We'll teach those peasants a bit more how to stay healthy. Early prevention, success. It seems the moderate approach has been successful. slow and spread disease symptoms among the commoners. While impact is quite minimal, it should at least grant some time to have a more permanent solution. There's no real permanent solution. We're just gonna stand here, isolate capital, to seclusion, reinforce the walls, close the gates, and throw the keys. Yeah, that's not really a good solution. Especially because at the moment, at least, my capital is not, excuse me, to be set. Okay, that gives us plague resistance, so perform control plague, please. Make sure it doesn't spread. Oh, I wanted the international group has arrived. Okay. I shall applaud them to leave because they look horrible. Now then, last piece of apple and then it's... probably enough to keep me going for a while. "27 people have died to the spotted fever. 28. And it does give you typhus, which is... well, that does no good. Health, catastrophic penalty. Elderly health, severe penalty. Yeah. It does not sound pleasant at all. In fact, quite the opposite of pleasant. Well, to be fair, it is a plague. And it's supposed to be unpleasant. Liberty, what you say? Alright, I'm part of Lustrian, which means we're right in the bloody fucking middle. Not good. Have a nice being sandwiched between two other larger powers. There's probably gonna be a lot of conflict in our future. But hey, here be secrets. As I lean over to pick up scripture to study, my son Terry barges through the door, interrupting my tranquil solitude. Father, you won't believe what I found out about Rudolph. He pauses to catch his breath for dramatic effect. Terry, well, you have the makings of an actor. Well then, speak. I learned of his lover secret. This character is someone's illicit lover. Terry, what have you watching in the castle? You run around and found people naked doing the funny dance, yes? I should have a word with them. That cannot be good for your education. You're far too young to engage with such activities. You're fucking 7. Definitely too young for that shit. I mean, to be fair, I could find you a spouse. Hey, strategy, do you want a spouse? Any of you want a spouse? Wanna get married? Although, to be fair, might be a bit too early to make that decision. Yeah, Stuart is fucking around. Time to improve things. So what would be the next thing we should do? Lately, I've been pondering the education of my son Terry. Is diplomacy really the appropriate direction? Being trained in scholarship myself, I found that Secure knowledge to serve me well. Surely it should do the same for him. Shape him in my image. So we will have a nice little conflict in the future. With young Terry growing up to be a scholarly man, just like his old man, of course. While on the other side we have Strategy, who is going to probably turn into living Satan. Actually, I can probably do something for you. If I can find someone with another religion that I can actually invite to my court, I could make them train you, which probably could lead to you becoming actually the first to turn. Inside. Can I say that I is there an option to just see people that would join my court? Sexuality is not important. Inspiration hooks. Okay, so not imprisoned. Unmarried. That would make it a bit easier. Adults, because children can't actually choose that easily. Unlanded people. Asharism is a Muslim faith. Unreformed Baltic faith. Dravidilism. Slovianska Pravda. I mean, there's the classical North. Why can't I invite you to court? I can plan to kill you outside there, but I can't actually invite you, eh? That's saddening. Why wouldn't you accept my invitation? How about not ruler? Invite to court, there's the option. Anyone here? Do I have anyone north here? Likes me enough to join the court. Not that easily, eh? Okay. Maybe we can get some nonsense going on. You truly have nobody here who is even close to that. I guess there's stuff like that. Probably gonna be difficult to get anyone. At least at the moment. Maybe I can find you a wife that has a very different faith. Oh, I'll think about it once you actually grown up a bit more. You're always there for me, and I hope you know that I'm grateful. Standing Terry approached me, rare moment of contemplation. This is what it means to be a guardian, little Terry. This is what it means indeed. Okay, at least the plague has somewhat died out, apparently. Something to be grateful for. Meaning we're not gonna all die on fucking typhus. At least not this time. Watch regalia. I want to watch some regalia. You love me more than enough. I guess we can save ourselves the monies for the moment, honestly. I do love my neighbors. Especially the kind who stands their fucking car right before the fucking entrance and goes... I'm not even going to finish that. Today is just one of these days where it's just fucking loud, no matter what I do. Is here, and during the afternoon stroll down the streets of Aachen. My son Terry runs up to me. Father, they just started swinging at one another when... interrupted by a high-pitched shriek, turning attention to the fight down the street. Veterans appear to be a couple of pages from my court, circling each other. Preparation for another tussle. Bring it up. Both of you. Harry, you really get around these days, didn't you? Can't even let you go to town without you finding some nuisance to get yourself involved. You surely have the markings of a great, noble person. For fuck's sake, could you people just... Feel the distinct need to get up and go down there. Maybe I actually should. Maybe that would actually solve my problem. Watch that, am I getting raided? Yes, I'm being raided. Not that I actually can do much about it, because the raiding force is actually quite a bit larger than what I have in forces. But you know, this is the moment where the leash is supposed to step in and do something for you. And so he does. Okay, that I definitely can't upgrade because we need the mods. This one, 250, that's a bit much. Golden Child. One morning as I'm getting ready to face the day, my son Terry approaches me. Father, we found this while exploring the northern tower yesterday. You should have it. It's of a small, tattered coin pouch. It makes a jingling sound. Much obliged. Okay, that is 195. That's a bit much. Can't really build that up. Yeah, I think for the moment I'll quickly take a little break and go take a pee. You know, use the opportunity and watch the stage. Shriek loudly when something should happen.